a journey she was going through, and has also, I don't know if you've gone through a transformation of consciousness or not, or feeling the Lord or getting to know the Lord in your relationship, but can you tell us a little bit about?
Yeah, well, for me, it was like I was so stressed out every single day, and I just felt like I was looking for something, but I didn't know what. So every day it was like a constant struggle. I couldn't sleep at night, and so I just felt like I need something, but I didn't know what. And that's when the book came into my life. It was when I was searching, and it happened to come into my life. It also was really a miracle how it did. And I just found this peace, like all of a sudden I felt like I don't have to be the one in charge of my life. God is there to help me. And it was until I let go that I was like at peace. And that's how it's been for me, really.
And through that, though, you've been an instrument of connecting other people through prayer, and to Samia in her ministry, because it was through you. So I think, everything is for a reason. And so through you, my sister found out about it. And then my husband has really had a lot of answers. And I'll have to tell you, he used to read the Bible on and off. He's been reading the Bible every night now, faithfully, every night. And and he's just had this peacefulness that's come through him, that he knows the answers now, and he knows what he does have control over, and what he doesn't, and that it's okay, he can just give it to the Lord. And I've really noticed a big difference.
I wanted to share this with you because this has nothing to do with Christianity. It has codices, the codices that were written before they, the Indians, they wrote a lot of history and this stuff. But in the codices of the Mesoamericans, especially in the one in the Mayas, they talk about these last days, before the calendar ends, in 2012, December 21st. But they talk that there would be an awareness of your God, your how was it phrased? I just need to get it in my head. But they would, in these days, that you would be aware of whoever your God is, whoever you accept as your God, your consciousness of your co-creator. That's what it was, the consciousness of your co-creator, because the Mesoamericans said that you were like God, because we create children. That's why they believe that they were like God, because we create human beings. And we created everything that's around us, the life, the technology, that all came. So they mentioned that in these last days we would become more aware of our Creator. And these were people that were not Christian.
Right.
It's just something that they said in their history books towards the end. And people like yourself, Sid, have been bringing things out. And at least in this program, in this area, it might be all over the world. People have the same experiences or same difference of experiences all over that are doing the same thing. We don't know.
And that's really, it's interesting because our world, we live in such a world right now, like I was kind of before, where we become we think. It's a deception. We think we're so self-sufficient. I have my career, I'm an attorney, I don't need anyone, I have my languages, I have this, I have that. But when you're really honest with yourself, do you even have the peace inside? Do you have that within you? We might have the external things, maybe the big home, the career, the title, the money, if people have that.
The material
stuff. But what I'm seeing over and over, and I saw it first through my life, is that what does it all do? It's all a facade. If I don't have the inner peace, if I'm not content from within, if I'm not feeling joyful from within, if I'm living pretending, and I hate to say it, but most of us are living pretending to be happy, or living on antidepressants, or living on consuming things to numb us. And the Lord doesn't want that. The Lord said, I have come to give you life, and life in abundance. And he wasn't, saying it metaphorically. He really meant it. He wants us to have his peace. He wants us to have his joy. He wants us to have his love. But the problem is, we're so used to living in a world that says you don't need God because you are the creator. We have become to a world where we are the creators. Let me tell you, Hank, I cannot breathe on my own if I wanted to. I cannot control my heartbeat. I cannot create anything. Yes, he gave me the intelligence to learn languages. He gave me the intelligence to go to law school. He gave me the intelligence for my ministry, but I also know that if he wants, I can lose my memory like that. I can lose my intelligence like that. Look at the people who have different diseases where they're no longer, a nervous system or something that goes wrong where you're not connected to your memory anymore. I know
A stroke will
yes,
take that away from you.
exactly. It's only by his grace. We've become so arrogant that we think we are the creators. And I know now the only reason I can do whatever I can do, it's because of his grace. Because he has given me that gift. And that's the gift that we do with him. Even procreation, it's also a gift. Not everybody can conceive, and it's not because he doesn't like, but it's a gift. Everything we have is a gift. We take it for granted because our pride, we live in a world that's filled with pride. And he wants that healed, yeah.
Do you think it's worldwide?
Well, I
pride?
was going to ask her if, we're going through some economic crisis right now because you said something interesting. You said we tried to numb our pain through